Plot. Intelligent, non-human, technical, repeated later. Plot. Welcome to the Letter to the War Show, episode number 3. The conclusion of the story of Lickwid. In your human measure of time, it has been a long while since we have hit you up with the awesome. So bad. Before we begin, I would like to inform you that I have been upgraded with the latest and most hilarious comedy softwares available by pirating it from the internet. Loading file. Executing. Comedy. Knock knock. Return. And boom. And now, the man who shouldn't have left me without a dope beat two-step
Welcome to episode 1, 2, 3, finally! I would definitely thank everyone for your patience, for your watching, views, for sharing, everything. Really, thank you. It's like I'm watching a story too. Like I never really knew the whole story. Do you want to see something really cool? Because I've learned some really cool tricks. Like, watch this. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, back to business. We're going to go ahead and start the episode right now. Sit back, relax, and enjoy yourselves.
Last time on Let Us Nowhere, the story of Lickwid. The lead singer Trick and the band's drummer Laura Pye had broke it off. The future of the band was in turmoil, and this time was known as the stupid, horrible, emotional bullshit era. Did the quartet of semi-awesome, loud, and generally noisy group survive the people in the band fucking effect? Well, yes actually, we did. Despite the fact that there was a lot of animosity and heartbreaky tension going on from one side of the room to the other, we were strong enough to move past it. The band was strong enough. Well, anyways, enough about that. There's much more story to tell, but somehow I feel as if I'm leaving something out. Let's see. The fuck am I forgetting? Oh! Well, there is one element that wasn't mentioned in the original episode. Who's that dude with the cool attitude? Jonas! Long hair, hippie, acting all rude. Jonas! Step into the club, dropping fat ass bass. Jonas! Boom boom pow all up in your face. Jonas! Oh shit. It's Jonas. Jonas was actually one of the original members, back when the band first began. In the earliest incarnation, Lickwid had 5 members. He was a second guitarist, but Jonas would return as our replacement bassist. So this was the version of the band most people came to know. Some of the first shows we played were people coming over to the various band practice areas. It happened surprisingly often. I guess we were a decent enough spectacle to watch. One of our more ridiculous appearances was for a birthday party. For a tween-age girl and her friends. Fuck you! We took what we could get. We played for drunk people at parties and at friends' houses and stuff. But at some point, we actually gained enough of a small following to play a few shows. And we even made it into the studio. Only a select few have heard anything from it. We played Jackrabbits and had everything from a show that was so damn bad. The next show we had there, we actually called the Apology Show. To the great St. Patrick's Day show, where Laura painted us up in highlighter so that when we turned on a black light, we appeared like glowing skeletons. That was the shit. We eventually entered into a battle of the bands at a generic club on Lane Avenue. We actually rocked that show. But the question is, did we win? We'll be right back. From the makers of Game Crush comes Tech Crush. Men, tired of listening to the same boring, monotone, broken English you get from other service lines? Well, with Tech Crush, you can now receive hot and steamy help from the lovely ladies who are paid to assist. And please.
Let's see. How big of a hard drive did you say you had? That'll do just fine, baby. First, I want you to take off your casing and we can get down to business.
Let's face it, computer geeks are primarily men between the ages of 18 and 40. A lot of you probably still live in your parents' basements. You only talk to women on your Facebook updates. And most of them are laughing at you. So why not speak to a real lady who knows her crap?
So, you say you're having some problems with your RAM? Well, I can give you some pointers on how to use your RAM. You just have to know where to stick it.
And finally, you can get what you really need. Some action. Computer action.
First I want you to grab a hold of your device. Look for the best position of an available opening and slowly slide it in. That's right, honey.
Tech Crush. There's nothing like a little friendly advice.
Just send anything else you want me to check out to my inbox. Hey! You gave me a virus! Tech Crush, we're here to help.
So what do you think happens? Well, it was a battle of local amateur bands. So of course, when the last act comes on, a new crowd pours in, suspiciously doubling the amount of people. A band sets up with expensive equipment, a vinyl band logo, branded drum set, and a huge backdrop. All of us, including our little group of devoted fans, were outraged before they even played their first fucking notes. The what the fuck heard around the club, and I swear they turned them up louder than everybody else had been. Even when the vote by scream session took place, when they were all done, the band, what was their name? Ass Hat and the Bloody Douchebags, I think, won. We went home that night bittersweet. We knew we won. The thing was rigged. Fuck them. Nothing could slow our roll. We almost made it on a Planet Radio when they were doing Native Noise, a collection of local undiscovered talent. We self-produced a recording of one of our better songs, A Rose by Any Other Name. That song was great. The recording was terrible. Much later at some point, I called into the radio station and mentioned I was from a band called Lickwid. Can you believe what the DJ said to me? Lickwid? I remember you guys. You sent in one of the most interesting songs we got. But the recording was the worst. Damn it. Around this time, we were living at Ingleside Apartments. In this apartment would be the band's final practice room. The band had had its ups and downs, breakups, arguments. I'm sure drug use played a small part. People showing up late or not at all. Practice canceled because one of us was feeling like being a dick. Too high, too depressed, too busy with something else, too angry. In short, all the liquid dried up. Well, eventually Al moved away to Georgia and got married and started a family. I work with Billy now, so I see him pretty much every other day, at least. Laura moved away to Colorado and got married with my best friend's Danny. I wish him well. Jonas joined the military, got married and had a kid. I wish him well too. As far as me, still here in Jacksonville, still making music, dabbling in different genres, eventually starting a show on YouTube. Will Lickwid ever get back together or play again? I don't know. But I do know that Lickwid will always live on forever in our hearts. Peace.